Welcome back to this training series. In this video, you'll be learning how to use the Bing Webmaster tools. If you understand how to use Google Search Console, then you definitely understand how to use the Bing Webmaster tools because they are quite similar. Just as Google Search Console, the overview, where you see the summary of everything going on your site. This is what you see in Bing Webmaster 2 also. So this is the overview of everything going on in your site. That's the summary of what is going on your site. So let's go to performance. Here you have clicks, impression, average CTR, average position, crawl requests, crawl errors, index pages. So if you scroll down, you see the keywords. The keywords, the position, impression, clicks, click-through rate of that keyword. Then if you click on pages, you will see the pages and their position, impression, clicks, click-through rate. The difference between Bing Webmaster tools and Google Search Console performance results is, for Google Search Console, we have country. You can check the country your keyword is ranking on or your site is ranking on. You can also check the device users use to access your site and so on. But for Bing Webmaster 2, it only shows results for keywords and pages. If you haven't watched my video on Google Webmaster tutorial, you can do that by checking the description of this video to watch my extensive and intensive video on how to use the Google Search Console. So let's go to URL inspection. URL inspection is used to submit a particular URL to Bing Webmaster tools to check if there's an error or to get it indexed or to know if it has been indexed on Bing Webmaster 2. So what you do is to copy the URL you want to test or you want to inspect. You paste it here and click on inspect. For Site Explorer, Site Explorer is to see your site the way Bing sees it. So that's a simple explanation of what Site Explorer is. So you see here, you see the warning excluded. You can decide this URL, decide to inspect it, block it, request indexing. For sitemaps, in one of my previous videos, I've talked about how to submit sitemaps to Bing Webmaster 2. So if you've not watched that video or you don't know how to go about this, check the description of this video. You see a link that will take you to the video where you will learn how to submit your sitemap to Bing Webmaster tools. For URL submission is quite similar with URL inspection. The only difference is URL inspection and URL submission are quite similar. The only difference is for URL submission, Bing Webmaster 2 has made it easy to automatically submit your updated URL to Bing Webmaster tools. All you do is to install Bing Index Now API on your site, and whenever you make an update to a particular URL on your site, it automatically updates it on Bing Webmaster 2. You don't need to manually submit your URL on Bing Webmaster 2. It does it automatically. So the only time you'll be needing to inspect a URL of your site is to see if there's any indexing error. But for updates, it can be done automatically using the Submission API or Index Now API. Under SEO, we have backlinks. Backlinks are simply external links, that's external links from other sites pointing to your site or to pages on your site. So for this, we have the domains. These are the domains pointing to this particular site. If you click on pages, from here you see the source of the domain, the anchor text, that is the hyperlink text, then target URL, that is the page this particular URL is targeting. For anchor text, this is anchor text. If you click on anchor text, just showing all the anchor text that has been used to link to this site. Similar site is what I love about Bing Webmaster tools, because you can add the URL of your competitor or a site similar to yours and see the backlinks point to that particular site. You can see all the backlinks profile of that site so that you can replicate those backlink sources, those backlink profile on your site. All you do is to, if you click on this, copy and paste or type the URL of your competitor here and click on add. Once it's been added, all the links pointing to your competitor's site will be shown on this result, on this page. Both the sites and the anchor text used to link to that particular site. Then for disavow links, disavow links is used to remove toxic or spammy links pointing to your site. Let's say, for example, I don't like this particular link. Let's say, for example, I don't like this particular site pointing to my site. All I do is to copy this URL, go to disavow links and paste it here. Paste the URL here and click on disavow. You can click on entire. If you click on any domain, it disavow any links coming from that particular domain or page, that particular page of that domain pointing to your site. You click on disavow. In my SEO session of this course, I'll be talking more on how and why should disavow links, some links pointing to your site. For keyword research, this is where you can make research about keywords. And one thing I love about this keyword research of Bing, which is not in Google search console, is that if you type the keyword you want to make research on, it will give you the impression and also other related keywords. So you can use keyword research in Bing Webmaster to do your keyword research. I do not recommend this because it has some limitations. It doesn't give keywords, or it doesn't give results for some keywords. I have tried recently on it. So you can use this, it's a good tool, but I do not fully recommend it to do your intensive keyword research for SEO. In SEO reports, from here you see the SEO reports of your site. That is the SEO issue you need to solve for your site. From here you can see there are multiple H1 tags on the page. From here you have alt text. The alt text is missing in a particular image. So from here you click on it to see the particular image or particular post that is having that image, so that you can resolve it. For site scan is simply to scan your site or a particular site to see if there's any technical error, any technical SEO error or issues, so that you can fix them. If we click on start use scan, Bing Webmaster will scan everything on your site, on that site, and give you reports on issues and what to fix on that site. And for configuration, crawl control, from here you can control when Bing bots crawl on your site. If you don't like it to crawl anytime it likes, you can set it here, and you can set, okay, you want it to crawl it from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then after that, click on Save Changes. And for block URL is simply, maybe there is a particular URL or page or post on your site which you want to block Bing from indexing. You don't want it to be seen on search results. You copy the URL, click on Add URL to block, then paste and click on Submit. Once you've done that, the URL will be blocked. Choose an enchantment. Robots.txt tester. The essence of this is to see if our site or this site is indexable. So if you copy the URL of the site you want to tell, you paste it here and click on test to see if it's indexable, that is, it does not have anything that will stop it from being indexed. From this you can see this is indexable. Then for security and privacy, you click on copyright removal notice. Copyright and removal notice is, for example, most music bloggers and movie bloggers are the ones that usually get this copyright removal notice because of the type of content they post on the site. So if you're a music blogger or a movie blogger, most likely if you click on copyright removal issues notice, you will see a URL that is having copyright issues. User management. This is where you can add user or users to access your Bing Webmaster tools for your site. As you can see, users and permission. You can see that imported from GSA, that is the first verification method I use for this site is through importing from GSA. When I register for Bing Webmaster tool, I use my Google search console to register it. In the second attempt, I use an email. They are quite different. So anything I do, any users connected to this site will be seen here. So I hope you enjoyed the Bing Webmaster tutorial. If this is the first time of watching our video, please like, subscribe to get more info, more videos like this on SEO, on how to improve your site ranking, and comment if you have any question. See you in the next video.